Laurel Communications Director Audrey Barnes, and this is a special presentation from Laurel TV. We want to offer you some valuable tips to help you weather the next snow emergency. Laurel Mayor Craig A. Moe is the one who declares a snow emergency, and that's when the ball really starts rolling. Snow emergency routes mean you cannot park on the even side of the street on these routes, and Laurel police can ticket and tow as necessary to keep these routes open for emergency vehicles. This is where the real action happens. I'm at the DPW Salt Dome with Director Rob Faree. Rob, it looks like we have plenty of salt behind you. How are we looking for this winter?
So far, with what we have left in here, I should be able to cover this storm with no problems. Should be a couple 100 tons of salt still left in this dome at this time.
So once the mayor declares a snow emergency, what's the first step for DPW?
We go out and salt all the snow emergency routes, and then we have priority ones, which are hazardous, hills, curves of that nature. And then once they're all done, then we start on all the side streets. Might mention that if you live on a snow emergency route, to make sure that if you're an even numbered resident, you can't park along that side of the road.
And it's also important that no one should park on the even side of the road, whether you live there or not. You got to keep those roads open for the emergency vehicles.
Correct. That and the plow so that we can get from curb to curb to make the streets as clean as possible.
So how many trucks do you deploy at one time? And I imagine you probably have people working around the clock when it's snowing like this.
Presently, we have 8 trucks on the routes, and that's usually what we deploy. If the snow gets heavier, where we just go to all plow operations, we could have up to 11 or 12 trucks out there.
And it doesn't end for you until the weather event is over?
Basically, until all the streets are cleared, and we've cleared it as wide as we can get it, that's about when it ends for us.
What are we getting ready to do now, Rob?
We're tandem plowing to get the roads down to bare ground, if possible, to remove the excess snow off the streets. Tandem plowing means we have 2 trucks following each other to get all the salt or all the snow off the streets.
Rob, what would be your one piece of advice for residents during a snow emergency?
If possible, put your car in your driveway or at least off the street so that Public Works can plow the streets as wide as we can to get all the streets clean. And after the snow's over, you'll be able to park back out on the street with no problem.
Thank you very much, Rob, for being with us today. Of course, another important element during any snow emergency happens in the Emergency Operations Center at the Laurel Municipal Center. Media Coordinator Joyce Jackson has more on that.
Thanks, Audrey. I'm here with Emergency Services Director Marty Fleming to tell us what happens here in the Emergency Operations Center. Marty, thanks so much for joining us.
Anytime.
So tell me, who works here?
The Emergency Operations Center is set up to support the agencies or agency that are working an event. And in this case, the Public Works Department and the Police Department are working for an adequate or a successful conclusion to this snowstorm. Primarily what we do here is we staff the Emergency Operations Center with a representative from each department working the event. We coordinate all the information that's coming in from the citizens, and we disseminate that information out to the proper agencies so that concerns, requests for services can be handled. We also serve as a planning tool if the snow intensifies and we start having localized emergencies in the city. We serve as a planning tool to set up logistics and to respond to the local emergencies while Public Works and police are still working the snowstorm. So coordination is and support is our primary role here.
Okay. So what are you monitoring? The information that's coming in from the residents as well as some of the workers that are out in the field?
We monitor local news, and we also monitor, obviously, local weather. Excuse me for 1 second, I apologize. And we take calls from residents or businesses relating to requests for services or complaints, and any information relating to an immediate need, like in situations such as this, we pay particular attention to the elderly and infirm. We want to make sure that they're taken care of during a snowstorm. So we coordinate that effort with our Parks and Recreation staff, and they coordinate efforts with the neighbors of the residents that need assistance. And we also work with some of the volunteer groups to make sure that we can adequately respond to the needs as far as potential evacuations from facilities that are suffering because of the snowstorm.
Well, let you get back to work. Your phone is ringing, so they need you to attend to something. And you know, one of the other most important things is getting information out to the residents and notifications to the residents. Joining us now is our webmaster, James Cornwell Shield, about the My Laurel app that can send alerts to your phone.
Hi, I'm James Cornwell Shield with the City of Laurel Department of IT, and I'm going to walk you through getting notifications through the My Laurel mobile app. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, download the app. For Google, you'll want to go to the Play Store. For iOS, you'll go to the App Store and just search for My Laurel. And it'll be the first thing that comes up. The publisher is Public Stuff, and as you can see, I've got it installed already. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. Now the first screen you'll see is the welcome screen, where you can create an account or link your Facebook account to get push notifications for emergencies. So you can sign up right here just by clicking the Sign Up with Facebook button, or by entering a new username and email address and password. That will allow you to log into the application and get push notifications of emergency alerts and just about any other major alert that we need to send out. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up with Facebook, and it'll take you to a Facebook login screen where you'll enter your email address that you've used to register your Facebook account and your Facebook password. Then click Login, and I'm not going to type all of that. Once you've clicked Login, it will take you to the My Laurel app home screen, where you can submit service requests, view nearby service requests, get news, alerts, see calendar events, and all sorts of other things that the My Laurel app has to offer. If you've already made it to this screen, perhaps by hitting the skip button like I just did, you can hit the menu icon in the top right, go to Settings, and it'll take you right back to the sign up page. So if you haven't made an account, create one now, and you'll be able to receive push notifications to your phone whenever we have an update for you. If you have any questions about the My Laurel app, call 301-725-5300.
Besides the My Laurel app, there are several other ways to get emergency notifications and updates during the storm. You're already watching one of them, Laurel TV. Our bulletin board is updated during snow events. Another thing you can do is follow us on Twitter @LaurelPIO, or follow @City of Laurel to get much of the same information. And of course, you can also follow Mayor Mo @LaurelMayor on Twitter. We also constantly update the City of Laurel Facebook page, and we also tape and record regular updates on our media and information line. That number is 240-294-1307. And don't forget the City of Laurel's website, cityoflaurel.org. That's it for now. I'm Audrey Barnes. Thanks for watching.